You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, this is just action-packed stuff. I don't even know if I can take it. My brain's already just blowing up.
What's going on?
It's just craziness. Happy birthday to John D. Rockefeller.
Oh, hey, nice.
Founder of Standard Oil way back in the day. And did you know this? He was also the world's, not just the country's, but the world's first billionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I watched a movie about him, and he was an interesting dude.
Yes, he was an industrialist, amazing. Helped build this country. His son, Nelson Rockefeller, also born this day.
You know, he was a vice president.
Oh, they shared a birthday. That's cool.
Gerald Ford's VP, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Who else? John Pemberton. He invented Coca-Cola. The heck is this? Oh, former lead singer of Led Zeppelin, Ferdinand von Zeppelin. No, he invented the rigid dirigible. Say that 3 times fast. Rigid dirigible.
Mr. Van Halen did?
Or the blimp. Ferdinand von Zeppelin.
Von Zeppelin, oh.
Yep, true story. What else is going on here? 1994. Holy cow, this case went on and kind of still probably the biggest criminal case I've ever seen come along. Preliminary trial rules this day in 94 that there is, in fact, enough evidence to try Orenthal James Simpson, OJ.
I remember that trial.
Simpson for the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman.
Yeah, I remember that.
1996, Spice Girls released their debut single.
Are you going to sing it for us?
Oh, I suppose I could. Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I want to, I want to, I want to, I want to, I want to really, really, really want to zig-a-zig, They do not write them like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Actually, they kind of do, really.
Game changer, which really, it just cannot be that hard to be a pop singer star.
That is the second time Dan has sang that song for us. And it gets better every time.
And I get a little weepy every time. It's it affects me.
Quite beautiful.
It's like they wrote it for me.
Very nice.
I feel this.
I
do too. Well, it is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Heck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time right now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Well, how to do it in top of the morning, middle of the week to you two little lovebirds. Jimmy, you're looking good. Heidi, just a little observation here. You know, Heidi, if you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber. We're reduced to produce-based pickup lines. Little radio rangers, let's get busy here. It is the Critter Corner, and that means Ranger Dan lays a little critter knowledge on you. We've been working our way through the alphabet, and it's been kind of darn exciting, to tell you the truth. We covered L's the other day, learned a lot about L animals, so that brings us to, let me see, M.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, just a couple of God's great creatures that start with the letter M. You got your monkeys. You got your manta rays. Well, manta ray, that just happens to be the largest of the ray family. In fact, manta rays get up to 21 feet in length.
Oh, wow.
Those are the ones that can also jump out of the water.
Oh.
You happen to be in a boat when they're jumping by? Well, hope all of your things are in order. Then you got a little rascal called a manga bay. Say it with me, manga bay.
Manga Bay.
What the heck is it, Ranger Dan? Glad you asked. Manga bay. Well, actually, that's just a monkey. It's just harder to spell. Then you got your basic mackerel. All familiar with the mackerel? That's a fish, of course. Mackerel. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, John. Mackerel's ancestors were tied to the Catholic Church and referred to as the Holy Mackerel.
I wondered about that.
Then you got the macaroni penguin. What's a macaroni penguin? Glad you asked. So named for the bright yellow band across their foreheads.
Oh, wow.
And they also taste pretty darn good with a little butter, garlic, and fresh Parmesan. You know, that's kind of the thing. Through my rangering career, a lot of people talk about penguins, but nobody ever brings up how tasty. Now let's walk on the dark side here. Another little critter, maggot. Talking about maggots. Oh, maggot. What are maggots? Well, actually, those are flies, or little fly babies. If you want to get specific about it. Now, usually find maggots on decomposing food and garbage and whatnot. And those maggots feed on that decomposing food and garbage until they grow into pupas. Pupas. Or fly toddlers. Okay. Then eventually into grown flies. Now, here's the thing, little radio rangers. If you happen to find maggots in and around where you live, well, might want to tell the folks to step up on the cleaning, or you can just call Child Support Services at 367-5444. That's wow. Child Support Services at 367-5444. That's all the time we have today, little radio rangers. I hope you learned something. I know, as usual, I certainly did. And gosh darn it, you're welcome. Keep in mind, what doesn't kill you makes stronger, except for bears, murder hornets, and as we learned the other day, Mickey Mouse. This is Ranger Dan. Out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
And it's time right now for a little water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris. What kind of water cooler talk do we have today, sir?
This is, you watch what's going on around the world or in the United States of America, and it's just negative, and this happened, and this, and social this, and pandemics, and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes those things do hit South Dakota, just not as hard. So we're traveling to Gettysburg, South Dakota, so named after what was the turning point of the Civil War. That's how that town got named.
Battle of Gettysburg.
Yeah, and they play that up for tourism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now it's been confirmed. Apparently, police officers and whatnot, they've been flying little emblems for a number of years. This, by the way, compliments of Associated Press. Officials have now confirmed that a logo that includes the Confederate flag has been removed and will be removed from police department cars, buildings, and patches.
So the thing I want to make sure people understand, it also had the American flag. So it wasn't just it was commemorating the battle of those two sides.
Gettysburg Mayor Bill Watke and the City Council issued a joint statement Monday night that said Police Chief Dave Mogard has in fact removed the logo from all uniforms, vehicles, and buildings.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
So are they putting like Abraham Lincoln on there instead? Or what
I have no darn idea. Local residents, Gettysburg had earlier said that the department removed decals from its squad cars that featured the Confederate battle flag next to, as you said, John, an American flag.
Yeah. I just noticed that a lot of the news stories don't mention the American flag was in there.
Yeah, well, it takes time when you've got all kinds of stuff with that particular brand and or logo on it. It's not an overnight thing.
No, I understand that.
That's all there is to it. Gettysburg, in case you don't know, central South Dakota, about 190 miles west of us, was named after the famous battle in and around Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, that many do view as the point of the Civil War. So,
and it's where Abraham Lincoln made the famous 7 years ago Gettysburg Address.
Exactly.
Heidi is going to recite that for us.
He wrote that. He wrote that on a cocktail napkin, by the way.
Well, not quite, but pretty close. We have a script of it here.
Well, I know. We have all kinds of
We
cool
really do.
stuff here. We should invite more people over, but then they just hang around too long. Then we got to spring for light hors d'oeuvres and
I got to make more coffee.
on and on. So there you go.
Nobody likes
The
that.
thing.
So let's see where we're at. Aunt Jemima has been fired. Uncle Ben has been fired. Legos has pulled any kits that have law enforcement imaging in it. Colin Kaepernick's still sniffing around. Blah, blah, blah. We got this, that. But I think with Gettysburg doing this, that's got to be the end of all the strife and
So this
turmoil
was
in the
it?
country.
This will fix everything?
I think
This is going to fix everything.
I think this was the
Everybody will
linchpin
be happy now.
right here.
I don't think you can say linchpin anymore either. So just want to
Oh, that's
wanna
just
share-
great.
put that on your list there, Dan.
I got to redo all my accounts again. Son of a gun. Darn it.
All right. Thank you so much for that update, Dan.
You bet. I'm
gonna just
in it big, didn't I?
I'm going to monitor the emails now. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. That's DanFarris.
Just dang it.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
It's time now for our bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. And I'm going to be having a guest on the program, I'm hoping tomorrow. I was trying to line this up for today, and I goofed around, and I didn't get the call in early enough to line this up. But I've been chatting with her dad, Cole. There's a young lady here in Sioux Falls, and she was just on the news on Dakota News Now. But I had seen this on Facebook like last week before it was even on the news. It is such a cool thing. Izzy Bovey, and it says on here, I'm reading his post right now. It said, there are no words that can even slightly describe how proud we are. Much thanks to, and it's got the different people for letting Izzy be a part of this organization. What she's doing, she's taken on the 50-yard challenge. And she's got all kinds of people out there supporting her in this, but she's volunteering to mow 50 lawns for men and women in the service. So it's just a really cool thing.
Super cool.
And this is, all of the details are on the Facebook page, but Isabella is the young lady's name from Sioux Falls, taking part in the 50-yard challenge, making a huge impact in her community. And a lot of these, it says, I'm looking here, July 3rd is when I first learned of it. And I saw a photo. I'm scrolling through, and I see this cute, tiny little girl standing next to this big, burly guy with tattoos holding a lawnmower gas can. And it said, 3 lawns down, 47 lawns to go. Izzy's got to mow. She got to mow her favorite for her favorite veteran today. It says, if you know a veteran, disabled or elderly person, or single parent, reach out to Izzy so she can help reach her goal of mowing 50 lawns. Wow. So it's 50 lawns for anybody. And it's hashtag Raising Men Lawn Care Service. And Izzy is doing a really good job. And it's just such a cool thing. She's a young lady who, in the Sioux Falls area here, that's saying, I want to do something to help people. This is exactly what this bright spot of news is for.
What a sweetie.
Exactly what it's for. So if you know Izzy, you can tell her we think she's awesome, and we're going to be able to tell her. I'm lining up an interview. I'm going to hopefully have her on the radio tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about it today just because I think it's really cool. And I think they live maybe in Baltic, but they're right in this area. And I've known her dad for a while through Facebook, and I'm super excited to chat with her on the radio and just tell her how proud I am of her. And I don't know how many different people right now are on the list, but if you know somebody, I'm going to find out, and that's why I wanted to talk about it today, so you guys can be thinking about it. If you know somebody who would be a good person for Izzy to go and see them and mow their lawn and take care of that, be thinking of it, and then we're going to tell you how to do all of that hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, I'll just commit to it. I'm going to find a way to make it happen to have her on the radio with me tomorrow. Isn't that a cool thing?
That's awesome.
Super
cool.
What
a little sweetie.
Absolutely. And she's a 10-year-old girl from the Sioux Falls area, again, taking on the 50-yard challenge to mow 50 lawns for other people. I've got a link to the story on our Facebook page. And like I said, I'm excited to be visiting with her this week, hopefully tomorrow, right here on our Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. Time now for a little bit of entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Snap them if you got them. Celebrities are fabulous. They're shiny, their teeth are bright white, and they're normally hairless, even the guys. Not sure what that means. It's just an observation. What's going on? And John and mine's latest celebrity crush, of course, is Kanye West.
Oh, yeah.
Kanye West,
he
did announce 4th of July he's going to run for president, so heck, why not? He just sparked up a great big deal with, Yeezy.
Okay.
Yeezy worth cajillions of dollars, and now, he and his wife, they got a little place in Wyoming.
Yeah.
On a lake.
Yep.
The plans are now set. The people are in place. They're going to mow that thing down and build a 52,000 square foot mansion.
Nice.
In Wyoming.
You can do it. Go for
That's
it, man.
a lot of 52,000 square feet. Wrap your head around this. That's
insane.
That's the average square footage of a Hobby Lobby.
Oh, wow.
Right. That's
actually.
Huge. Yeah.
Plus, there's going to be 2 underground parking garages, each 10,000 square feet.
Well, they don't want to have to, squeeze their cars next to each other or anything.
No. Just plan 10 bedrooms. That's it. So if you're going to make the guest list, you better do it now. There's no price tag on this. I dug around, but I'm guessing it's got to be at least what's the median priced home.
Didn't you say the price tag leading into it?
I did not.
No, he said the square footage.
52,000 square feet.
Gotcha.
And this is what Kanye says he would like to become the family home. They currently live around the Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
And Kanye says it's just too crowded for his brain there.
Oh, I don't blame him. We were there in February. It was too crowded for my brain.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think they live right in the middle of L.A. I mean, it's, they got like Malibu and Bel Air dough.
Even those would be too crowded for my brain.
Okay, so there you go. I think that's groovy. Spend it if you got it, man. Go nuts.
There you go. That is pretty cool. So we're going to have to see if we get an invite for the grand opening. Do you think?
That'd be nice.
It would be nice.
Just get a feeling, he probably doesn't even remember us anymore. Never knew us.
He never calls. He never writes.
Never knew us in the first place. That probably contributes to the fact. But.
Well, I forgot all the little people that made my career possible. So it's like he's not the only one.
Well, we've done literally nothing to make his career possible. So. All right. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
My pleasure.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, July 8th, 2020. The equity markets tread water on Tuesday after rising more than 1.5% on Monday. The pause is not unexpected, although where the market goes from here is still uncertain. One of the many factors that traders are watching is the VIX. The VIX is also known as the fear gauge and is trading well above COVID levels. With VIX double its January 2020 levels, many traders are worried another big drop in the market is at hand. What investors need to remember is that the VIX is not really a gauge of fear. It's a gauge of options prices relative to the S&P 500 and used as a proxy for fear. The idea is that when options are highly priced, the market is fearful of a correction. Investors should remember that options can also become overvalued when there's an expectation of high index prices. Today's high VIX levels may be an indication that the market will continue to fall, or they might not. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.